How's it going? Jim here. Gonna get, this is definitely not the last video, but this is an accomplishment video. This here is the 351 Windsor head. The other videos, all of the valve seats are recut. The pockets are all cleaned up, ready to go. Let's see if anybody wants to know about this. The seats on this exhaust seat was a 1.75" ruby stone, cut at 45 degrees. The intake was an 1.7" ruby stone, cut at 45 degrees, for anybody that wants to know that. That's the stone that I used. There may be other people out there that watch this. Maybe you that watch it came across one of these machines and only has the 1.75" or 2 1/8. I don't know whatever. This is the stone that I use for this head. It just happened to be the same stones that I use for my big block Hemi, and so this is where I am at. The time that's involved in doing this is pretty much, well, all day. Today is what, the I don't know, what is today, the 2nd or something like that of February, and it just takes a long time. So I don't want to clobber up my phone, because I do all the filming with my smartphone here. I don't want to clobber it up with all these videos of the same damn thing, which is just same work, repetitious, and kind of monotonous. So I have all the valves recut. I'm going to show you the last exhaust valve, intake valve. So if you see one, then you've seen them all. Because each valve has taken me probably cleaning the face of this with whatever I got her hanging around here to try to get all of the scum off there and the crusties. It's got to be at least from then to cutting it like 35-45 minutes or so on. This one I've already prepped it. I started cleaning it, so I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to try to get this done all in one shot. I'm going to show you what the valves look like. So here we go. Okay, so you can see all the pockets all cut, ready to go. There are the resurfaced and retooled original valves. Remember, I only recommend doing this one time, but basically that is a brand new valve. Okay? That's a brand new valve. If you have excess wear on your stem, your guides, and your side-to-side or end play, then this is not going to work for you. You therefore have to buy a new head, guides, rockers, springs, everything, the whole shebang. But since this is a 32,000 original mile head that somebody goofed up on, all I did was clean these up. You see how nice those are? They're flawless. There's hardly any wear. There's no wear whatsoever on the stem. And the guides, they're perfect. I checked everything. All the end play, nothing. Springs, everything's good. So I have everything laid out right there, except one intake valve, and that's this one right here. And we're going to show you. I'm going to clean this. So let me put you on pause. All right, here you go. this is what I do. Since the valve is immaculate, the stem, it looks new, to tell you the truth. It's just got a lot of crap on it. They had too much buildup because of the spark plugs and sitting around, you know, since the 70s, not being ran. So all I'm doing is I just scratched most of this off. There is some heavy deposits right on the edge, right in here. You can actually see it. It's like chipped off. So what I do is I take this, clean this up. This right here is 320 grit longboard sticky paper, folded in half so you get two ends, and I just kind of put it on my leg when I go to clean this up. So right now I just got to clean this up, and then we'll get to the it's almost like I'm sawing the crap off. So let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll put it in the machine and cut it, and I'll show you how that works. Anybody want to watch me? You know, we're just cracking the surface with all this mind-boggling stuff. How to repair things. You can do this to any engine, steam, gas, it doesn't matter what it is. Any valve system or valve train. It's the same thing over and over and over. If you don't have to buy something, then resurface it. You can look around. There's a lot of people, including myself, that you can pay to do this. A lot of shops don't do this anymore because it's obsolete. That's how I got this grinding system, because the garage, you know, went out of business 60 years ago, and the guy, well, he didn't have the heart to throw anything away, so he kept it in his garage. And one day I went to a flea market, and I seen this guy, and he was advertising old shop equipment. So I asked him if he had anything, and he says, well, I have something that you might be interested in. And there you go. One thing led to another. I went to his place, paid cash for it, and he was thrilled and tickled. And well, so now I'm thrilled and tickled. And let me just you're not going to hurt these valves. The engine doesn't care, because there's something went inside there, like a piece of stone or something like that, and marred or something. I don't know what was going on, but it hit the face of this. The only one that's like that. Even with this minute scuffing, you're not going to feel it, hear it, or see it. And the engine's not going to care. You fire this thing up, and you know, it burns off some carbon, and the carbon and the lead additive, the zinc that I'm going to put in this, that's going to act like a buffer. It's going to fill in all those imperfections anyway. I'd say about a good hour or two, this thing will be back to normal, and you won't even know it. It's going to light off perfect. So right now we just have to, I have to make sure that this is clean. There's so much carbon buildup in the nooks and crannies. I just want to make it flat. See, I just want to make it flat. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this and go around the edge. I'm not removing any material. It's just scuffs. See, basically just cleaning it, you know what I'm saying? This is a Scotch-Brite. Look at it, it's already cleaned. I have to use some of this 320 to get the crusty off the base of the stem right in here. It's like a tarnish or something. That's how poorly the engine was firing. Right now I have the intake manifold in the works. I've been trying to hunt down something that I need to perform and not only look great, but it's the only one that I want. I don't know how many people bought an intake manifold, started it up, didn't like it, and then went out and spent more money and bought another one. I know some people that bought 4, 5, 6 manifolds, and they just weren't happy because you don't know what works in certain applications. So therefore, oh, you want to upgrade this and upgrade that, and you end up costing yourself money. Well, I'm doing this once and one time only. Since I'm building the engine from scratch with all nostalgia parts, even including, you know, you've seen in the other videos, including the camshaft. The camshaft is, you know, it's from 1968. It was NOS in a box, and it's an old comp cam Ford design for race applications. So I got that in the engine right now, and we're gonna get these babies in here. Looks we're good to go. A little bit right there. This takes a few minutes. You guys are gonna watch, what, a 35-minute video? It sucks, I know. Okay, so that's the last valve. Pretty clean, right? But you can see the seat. That seat sucks. So I'm gonna put you on hold, and we're gonna take it to the machine, okay? And we're back. Okay, here we go. We're gonna stick this in here. It's going to be loud. Check your work. Looks good. Okay. Take the valve out. Wipe it off a little bit. This machine uses coolant, and I mix it a little oil in there so it keeps everything lubricated. Nice, huh? That's a brand new valve. So let's get back and see how it fits. How's it going? Okay, you still with me in there? You still with me? I don't know, man. I don't know if you're paying attention. I'm too fast, man. I'm like lightning. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. That's brand new. Absolutely flawless. I don't want to put this into the head because I got all the grinding compound dust on there. So we're just going to put these off to the side. Now they're all cut, ready to go. I'm going to show you one more time before I go. So check this out. Here's the first one. This one was really bad. And the ones down here in the end were extremely bad. Look at this. Flawless. That's just dust. Look at the cut on that baby. Check these out. Flawless. So, this was the worst one. Just got a little bit of blemishing on the base of the stem. Other than that, all the tips, all the heart, they're all perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Every single one of them is in perfect condition. All the seats, flawless condition now. This is that one that was in there. So you can see there was a little bit of tarnation in there, some rust. So what's going to happen... what's going to happen after this now is I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to sandblast this face down so I don't ruin this fresh cut seats. I just want to take some of this old, it looks like somebody had pretty much shitty ass paint and primer on here. The factory paint is right here, which was actually a dark Ford blue or cougar blue, I guess they called it. And then someone had resprayed this at one time. So I gotta usually I use brake cleaner, but I gotta sandblast. This stuff is pretty thick. So I'm gonna do that in the next, probably tomorrow real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds to do this. And then now that it'll be clean, I'll bring it in and I'll do a final compound lapping video and reassemble, okay, on the next video. And that's it. Now this would be the first head, or the left side of the engine. I'll be installing this on there, and I'm going to do the second head. I probably won't do a video on the second head because you know what's going on unless I have any issues. I'll probably put one more video on just this head, the second one, and then the last video to basically put them on the engine, torque them, end of story, and then I'll be waiting for the intake manifold to get here. So thank you for watching. Please don't subscribe, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cool things going on. I got big plans for other things. A lot of stuff coming, and we'll go from there. Have a good day.